let's open the tin up. Got my bone brush here as well, so it's about the same, about the right size to actually just fit into the tin. Giving it a really good shake. Sometimes the actual colorants can sink to the bottom, so I've been shaking it already for about a minute or two. Okay, so I've pretty much just gone through, put 2 coats at this point of stain. I'm going to do a third and final coat. Now, the only thing with this is that I want it to be nice and smooth. So what I'm going to do first is go through, picked up some sandpaper to go on my orbital sander here. I'm going to be using 220 grit. I don't want it to be too coarse, I want it to be really light, just to get off a few of the little furries and things like that are on there, so that it's a really nice smooth finish at the end. Okay, so I've gone through now and I've done the base or the shelf board first, so I can try and get the toolbox all positioned. I went ahead, cut it to size. You'll see me do that. After that, I didn't get it on camera, but I just notched out these corners, which are going to go notch around here. So I've just notched those out in all 4 corners, just using the handsaw. Found that just easier. So this is all cut to size now, ready to slot into there. That's going to be my next step, and then fastening it down. There has been a slight change though in the plans for the colour. So I did stain it. However, I didn't really love the stain. That was kind of as dark as it was getting, and couldn't really, you could see sort of the wood grain through it. I thought I'd like it, didn't really love it in the end. So instead I've just gone ahead now and actually sort of spray painted it a satin black, so that it blends a bit more in with the actual shelving. So it's now a nice satin black. Having that stain underneath it as well will actually kind of protect it, because the initial thought behind it is that it'll soak into the wood and be a bit more protective, a bit more hard wearing than a spray paint, like so, which can obviously chip a bit easier, or if you bump it and whatnot, you can see the color of the wood. So by having that stain first, then paint, I'm hoping that if I do scratch the paint and it comes off, it's still at least a darker color underneath rather than the straight pine. It's the thought process anyways. I am liking how it's turning out. We'll go ahead, chuck this in now, down the bottom. Then the final step is to put the top on, and I've decided I am going to coat it in a like a polyurethane or like a clear top coat, which is this stuff here. So just got some 1 coat clear in a satin finish that'll go on top. Cool. and we're done. So it's turned out absolutely awesome. Really happy with it. I'm happy how sort of black paint's turned out. I'm happy how it contrasts really nicely with this top. I've got that nice little sort of satin finish on that top workbench there, which looks so nice. Ready for some work now. So I'm planning on putting a vise down here, so keep an eye out for that in future episodes. I'm also planning on putting a shelf down here, so I'll have a block off shelf there, a wall, the shelf across the middle, so I can store my miter saw in there. Okay, and then maybe something else down the bottom there, undecided, but it's really cool. I'm happy with how it turned out. Give you another sort of view from the side. So it's that 500 wide. Give me a little bit extra space than what I had initially with the 400 wide shelves over here, which is what initially was. Some wheels, really easy to move around. I'll give you a look at that. So, really easy. Spin it that way. Spin it around. Do it however I want. And as soon as I lock all the wheels down, essentially, can't even move it, and super strong. And that's it. Yeah, sort of a step back. So cool. Really happy with it. So now I've got a nice solid work surface here. You can see the perfect sort of height, just a little bit of a gap there. Right up against here, so I'm maximizing the amount of workspace that I've got there. And it's held in there really solid.